All right, questions for Coach. Jim Wazarski.
Mike, I know when you want to go on a long playoff run, it's right. Win as many games as you can as fast as you can. So I guess, can you speak to closing it out in 4 and now being able to kind of look at, another week off, I guess, before next opponent?
Yeah, first, I'd just like to, a lot of respect to Miami Heat, their players, Coach Spoelstra. They're a very, very, very tough opponent. So much respect for them and what they do organizationally and from a playing perspective, a coaching perspective. Just all the respect in the world for those guys. And so to go out on the road and close out a game, especially, they played extremely well in the first half. They had a lot of guys step up and make plays on both ends of the court, had us on our heels a little bit. So for the last 24 minutes to settle in, get stops, be good defensively, and, share the ball and play with each other, play together. And that's how we want to do it. That's how we want to play.
Obviously, there are more series to go. However, all year long, the players have talked about building toward this to start the playoff run in advance. Now that you have advanced, I don't know if validation is the right word, but it clearly, that mindset and that approach of adjustments and tweaking, and it worked. The team won 4 games and is now advanced in the playoffs. Do you view it that way at all, or is that?
We got a lot. No, we got a long ways to go. It's the first round of the playoffs. I think there's got to be humility, a humbleness, an attitude or a mindset to get better. We've advanced in the first round. So it's, whoever we play next, we got to have the similar focus, the similar, edge, willingness to play with each other, play together, all the things that we just did. Means nothing if we don't keep doing it going forward.
Zora Stevenson.
Hey, Coach, just specifically with this series, what was the importance of having a presence in the paint, and how do you feel like Brooke contributed to that, or even more people than just Brooke?
Yeah, no, it was important for us. We've been trying to build on that all year, and Brooke, just took it to another level. I think he led us in scoring tonight. His work on the offensive boards, his work in the paint, rolling in the pick and roll game. He was great. I think PJ Tucker came up with a lot of offensive rebounds, worked the dunker, got a couple baskets there. Chris, Drew get into the paint, different guys, different ways. We just got to continue to work and grow that. But Brooke has been really good this series.
How much did you see? You've talked about the phrase like winning plays and how that's really important. How much did you see that in this series?
Yeah, you go back to game 1 and just to see Chris Middleton go to the floor for the loose ball, get the jump ball, close game. That's the one that stands out to me. I'm sure there's more tonight. We'll go back and I doubt we'll look at this film, but, when you reflect on the game and, guys are just, making the right plays defensively, offensively, covering for each other. That's winning basketball.
And then do you immediately put your focus on the Brooklyn-Boston series, or do you take any time to reflect? What's your thought?
Yeah, no, we'll take a second to kind of just process and, enjoy this win. Tomorrow or sometime we'll pick it back up and get ready and start thinking and talking about both teams. They're both very good. Got a lot of talent, well coached. So, but we'll take a second and enjoy this and catch our breath a little bit, process and get ready to start mapping out whatever's next.
Eric Name.
Obviously, you guys put Giannis on Jimmy for this series. I'm curious, now that the series is over, if you'd be interested in sharing just kind of why you thought that would be something that could work and why you thought it worked during this series.
Giannis has got just unique defensive talent, and Butler's such a great individual talent, scorer, passer. I think his ability to facilitate and quarterback is underrated. So, maybe Giannis's length, just trying to disrupt him, as a passer and as a scorer, And, you know, like we've been saying, Giannis has been guarding different guys during the season, during the regular season. I think building up and preparing for, you know, different assignments, different matchups. You know, just it takes a lot of discipline to guard a guy like Jimmy Butler. And I think for Giannis to have that discipline with the competitiveness, you know, makes him special.
We saw Chris kind of get in a little bit of a mix up with Dragic and just walk away from it, smile on his face, totally cool and calm. We saw those type of moments multiple times in the series. What do you think of your team's ability? Just, you know, this could have been a really highly charged, intense, physical, all of those things playoff series. And it just felt like they were calm and even keeled throughout all of it.
Yeah, I thought the poise was great. You know, Chris and Giannis and Drew and Brooke leading the way. And I think they just had a confidence, you know, to pull out a close game one was important. And then, you know, just the defense, I think, really for the whole series, gave us a great opportunity. And they played well offensively, played together. So I think all that stuff just adds up. It gives you poise, gives you confidence, and the guys were great.
I think Bryn has 22 today, 2 games in this series where he's just on fire. You've coached some special shooters before. What does it mean when you have a guy like that that can kind of just steal a playoff game for you?
Yeah, no, I mean, he was, you know, really, really important to us. The space he creates, you know, the awareness that it takes to guard him. And, you know, I just love the way he competed. I thought, you know, defensively, he was doing things that we were, you know, asking him to do and rebounding, mixing it up. So, you know, he's a great shooter. It was great to see him get loose a couple games, and we're going to need more going forward.
One more to Vinny Goodwill with Yahoo Sports.
Hey, Coach, with the way things ended last year in the bubble and, you know, all the changes that people were speculating about, the changes that happened, do you think this was a mental hump for guys like Giannis and Chris and, you know, Brooke to kind of get over, regardless of where it was, but this team in the manner in which they did it?
I mean, certainly this group's been looking forward to the playoffs. You know, all the teams that are competing this time of year, they understand what it takes to win, and you got to take it to another level, both mentally and physically. And I think the group's been preparing for it. And, you know, I think their focus is good. And, you know, all that just is part of, you know, what makes us, you know, hopefully be prepared and have an edge and have a focus that you need this time of year. Thank you, guys.
Excellent.